Zohran Mamdani has also made that race, not surprisingly, about your father, right? Fighting your father.
Hey,
And I just
shocking.
wonder,
Shocking, right?
yeah, shocking. No, but what do you see for the future of New York? I mean, he looks like he's going to win. It doesn't look like anything's going to stop him from
I
winning
agree
at
with you.
this point.
Yeah.
Um, what's your perspective on that? What's it going to be like? How are you preparing for that as a member of the Trump family,
Yeah.
as the head of the Trump business? What is New York going to look like for you in a few days if this guy wins?
Well, I got to correct one thing you said. I'm not headquartered in New York anymore. I'm headquartered in sunny, beautiful
I,
Florida with
I
beautiful palm
apologize.
trees
That's
and,
right.
and, and, and far better taxes, right? So no, I'm no longer headquartered in New York. I've been out in New York for 5-6 years, but we do have significant assets in New York. And beyond that, guys, honestly, it's a city I love. It's a city I care deeply about, right? There's no place I care about more than New York, even though I don't live there. I always say if you just took common sense and let common sense prevail in New York could not be stopped. Just give people clean streets, safe streets, a little deregulation and just have fair taxes, right? Not these punitive taxes that you see there. Have a tax rate, similar to North Carolina, 4% or something along those lines. And honestly, New York would be the epicenter of the entire world, and no other state could even remotely compete, right? The problem is everything has to be a social experiment, and it's scary to me. I mean, listen, do you think City Hall in New York, and I've worked with these guys, I had to save a golf course in New York. They had been building it for 30 years and they couldn't get it completed, right? And I did it in less than 18 months. Do you think City Hall is really in the position where they can nationalize grocery stores? I mean, you've got some of the best executives in the world who have tried the grocery store business, and it's hard. You've got food costs, you've got spoilage, you've got theft, you've got, it's just an expensive business, right?
Low
Inventory
margins.
problems and this and that. Do you really think City Hall and all its infinite wisdom is going to do a great job nationalizing grocery stores? I mean, I say that as a rhetorical question because I see the smile on your face, and of course not, guys. Like it's not gonna work. You have a guy who went after the NYPD saying that we should fund the NYPD. We have a guy in a very Jewish city that literally said that we should imprison Netanyahu, that if he ever came into New York, that, Mamdani was going to arrest him. He's gone after Modi as a war criminal. So he's gone after the Indian population, obviously another big demographic in New York, and obviously wants to increase taxes even more. I live in a state now, and this breaks my heart to say, but you have Ron DeSantis out there every single day saying how he's going to eliminate property tax in the state of Florida, right? The reason he's able to do that is his budgets are so flush with cash right now because everybody's left New York and they've all come down south, right? I mean, come North Carolina, but Florida has definitely been the biggest recipient of people flowing out of New York. And yet you have a guy who's out there saying he wants to raise taxes another 10, 15%. What do you think is going to happen to New York? And again, all I wish, I have no gripe with this guy. I don't know him. I've never met Mamdani. At the same time, I don't forget about Republican versus Democrat for a second. All I want is somebody who can exercise a little common sense and just stay out of the way of the greatest capitalist city in the world. New York will thrive. It does not need government intervention. All it needs, safe streets, safe communities, great schools, reasonable taxes, and to actually promote a business community as opposed to being at war against them. And that's why you're seeing so many businesses leave New York. And again, it hurts me to say that. I own Trump Tower. I own 40 Wall Street. I own buildings all across New York. I manage those buildings. It pains me to say that because it's the greatest city in the world. This should not be a social experiment. They should just have somebody who can be a good leader, and do the basics and get the hell out of the way. And honestly, the capitalists in New York will take care of the rest.